Did you know that only 7% of our viewers are actually subscribed? We love creating content for you and want to keep doing it, but we need your support to grow our channel so we can make ends meet. So, if you enjoy our videos and want to see more, please consider subscribing and liking our videos. Thanks for your support.
Hi, Arik here from Cycle Maintenance Academy. When servicing V-brake calipers or replacing them with new ones, you will most likely find 3 small holes next to the caliper mounts. But what are they for? And which one should you use? Well, in today's video I'll help you to answer these questions. Okay, let's begin.
The 3 small holes located next to the brake bosses on a bicycle frame or fork are designed to secure the end of the V-brake or the cantilever brake caliper spring and adjust its tension. How does the caliper spring work? When you squeeze the brake lever, the cable pulls on the calipers and brings the brake pads closer to the rim, increasing tension in the caliper springs. When you release the lever, the springs retract the brake arms, releasing the brake pads from the wheel. Why there are 3 holes, and which one should you choose? The 3 holes allow for different levels of spring tension. The choice of hole affects how much force is applied by the spring to retract the brake arms. Attaching the spring to the top hole provides the highest tension and more force to retract the brake arms. This results in a stiffer lever that is harder to press. Conversely, attaching the spring to the bottom hole provides the lowest tension. In this position, the brake lever feels soft and it's easy to press, but the spring might not hold enough tension to retract the calipers, creating slack in the cable. Attaching the spring to the middle hole offers a balance between caliper retracting power and lever feel. For most brake caliper installations and riders, the middle hole is considered the best compromise, as it offers comfortable brake lever usage and a good caliper retraction. So, if you fit new calipers, then use the middle hole. Changing the position of the V-brake caliper spring. If the spring tension screws on your caliper are set to their limits, and you are still unable to get the correct spring tension, you can move the spring to a different hole. Tools required: 5mm Allen key, 10mm spanner, crosshead screwdriver, grease, cloth or a paper towel. Preparation: put the bike in a stand or lean it against the wall so it's stable to work on. Under the V-brake calipers. Our video here will help you with this task. There's also a link to this video in the description below. Reset the tension screws. Changing the position of the spring. First, check which hole the spring is positioned in. It will usually be positioned in the middle hole. If possible, release the long end of the spring from the caliper arm. If the spring is hidden in the caliper, then use 5mm Allen key or a 10mm spanner to release the brake pad slightly and turn it to the vertical position. Use the 5mm Allen key to undo and remove the V-brake caliper fixing bolt. Remove the caliper. Use a cloth or a paper towel to clean the brake boss. Apply a small amount of grease to the brake mount. Clean the brake caliper. Hold the caliper with one hand and the long bit of the spring with the other. As you slide the caliper onto the brake boss, move the long end of the spring up or down to ensure the shorter end of the spring aligns with the correct hole. If the spring didn't have enough tension, then you should move it to the higher hole. If the spring held too much tension and the lever felt stiff, then you should move it to the lower hole. Clean and re-grease the caliper fixing bolt. Now refit and tighten the caliper fixing bolt. Rehook the long end of the spring back onto the caliper, or squeeze the brake calipers with one hand and reposition the brake pad with the other. Repeat the process on the other side, remembering that both sides of the brake should use the same position for the spring attachment. Rejoin the V-brake. If needed, adjust the brakes so that both calipers work evenly. You can find a video here if you need help with adjusting your V-brakes. You can also find a link to the video in the description below. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you found the video useful. You can also support me by making a small donation. Simply click the super thanks icon below the video. Thanks a lot!